December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And some Lamar Miller. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller, 77 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Packers 3. Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was brought down by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43 is the mark, boy. 43.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
43 is the mark.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 28-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Packers 3.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12.
54. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brought down back at the 32.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the rookie's 2nd-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And 7.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is out quickly to the right. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They go play action. Bridgewater. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down by.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I can't believe they even let you play. 43.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Yeah. 43's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 20. Back 1.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rip right. 43's the mic. Watch the flat.
A give to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jones. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 24-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brought down at the 18-yard
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
26 yards.
From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's see what you got. 42 the mark, 142. 42 the mark.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And this will be caught at the 30. You'll get nothing. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make it 17-13. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Davis. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Davis, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Oh, that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
31 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Rodgers.
The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
To Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
On the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Again, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
McCann's got it teed up. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 40.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
It's third.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a foot. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Samuel caught left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They go again with Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn. Their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Carolina. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On first down, Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. To throw is Rodgers. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.